What do you believe are the key qualities that make a successful strategy consultant? I believe the key qualities of a successful strategy consultant include strong analytical skills, effective communication, and adaptability. Analytical skills are crucial for dissecting complex problems and identifying actionable insights. Effective communication is essential for presenting findings and recommendations clearly to clients. Lastly, adaptability allows consultants to navigate diverse industries and client needs, ensuring tailored solutions. Can you describe a time when you faced a significant challenge in a project? How did you handle it? In my previous role, I was tasked with leading a project that was behind schedule due to unforeseen market changes. I organized a team meeting to reassess our strategy and identify critical tasks. By reallocating resources and prioritizing key deliverables, we managed to get back on track and ultimately delivered the project on time. This experience taught me the importance of flexibility and teamwork in overcoming challenges. How do you approach problem solving in a consulting context? My approach to problem solving involves a structured framework. First, I define the problem clearly to ensure alignment with the client's objectives. Next, I gather relevant data and insights to analyze the situation comprehensively. I then brainstorm potential solutions, evaluate their feasibility, and present the best options to the client. This methodical approach helps in making informed decisions that drive results. What strategies would you use to analyze a new market for a client? I would start with a market analysis framework that includes assessing market size, growth potential, and competitive landscape. I would conduct primary and secondary research to gather data on customer preferences and trends. Additionally, I would analyze the regulatory environment and potential barriers to entry. This comprehensive analysis will provide the client with a clear understanding of the market dynamics and inform their strategic decisions. Why do you want to work in strategy consulting? I am drawn to strategy consulting because it allows me to work on diverse challenges across various industries. I enjoy the intellectual rigor involved in solving complex problems and the opportunity to make a tangible impact on clients' businesses. Additionally, the collaborative environment and the chance to learn from experienced professionals in the field are aspects that excite me about this career path. How do you balance analytical thinking with creative problem solving in your work? I believe that analytical thinking and creative problem solving are complementary skills. In my experience, I start with analytical thinking to gather and interpret data, which helps me understand the core of the problem. Once I have a solid foundation of facts, I shift to creative problem solving to brainstorm innovative solutions. For instance, in a previous project, I analyzed market data to identify trends and then facilitated a brainstorming session with my team to generate unique strategies that leverage those insights. This balance allows me to develop well-rounded solutions that are both data-driven and innovative. Describe a situation where you had to influence a stakeholder's decision. How did you approach it? In a project where we were recommending a significant shift in strategy, I encountered resistance from a key stakeholder who was concerned about the risks involved. To influence their decision, I first listened to their concerns to understand their perspective. Then, I presented a detailed analysis of the potential benefits, supported by data and case studies from similar companies that had successfully made the transition. I also proposed a phased implementation plan to mitigate risks. By addressing their concerns and providing a clear, data-backed rationale, I was able to gain their support for the new strategy. What frameworks do you find most useful when developing a strategy for a client? I often use frameworks like SWOT analysis, Porter's Five Forces, and the business model canvas, depending on the client's needs. For example, in a recent project, I utilized SWOT analysis to help a client identify their strengths and weaknesses in relation to market opportunities and threats. This framework facilitated a comprehensive discussion about their strategic positioning and allowed us to develop actionable recommendations. I find that these frameworks provide a structured approach to complex problems, making it easier to communicate insights to clients. Can you give an example of a successful project you led and the impact it had? One of the most successful projects I led was for a mid-sized tech company looking to expand into a new market. I conducted a thorough market analysis and identified key customer segments that were underserved. By developing a targeted marketing strategy and a tailored product offering, we were able to increase their market share by 25% within the first year of launch. The project not only met the client's growth objectives, but also strengthened their brand presence in the new market, demonstrating the effectiveness of our strategic approach. What is your experience with data analysis tools? And how have you used them in your projects? I have extensive experience with data analysis tools such as Excel, Tableau, and SQL. In a recent project, I used Tableau to visualize market trends and customer behavior for a retail client. By creating interactive dashboards, I was able to present complex data in a digestible format, which facilitated strategic discussions with the client. This not only helped in identifying key growth opportunities, but also enabled the client to make data-driven decisions quickly. Describe a time when you had to work with a difficult team member. How did you handle the situation? In a previous project, I worked with a team member who was resistant to feedback and often dismissed others' ideas. To address this, I scheduled a one-on-one meeting to understand their perspective and concerns. I approached the conversation with empathy, emphasizing the importance of collaboration for our project's success. By fostering an open dialogue, we were able to establish mutual respect and improve our working relationship, ultimately leading to a more cohesive team dynamic. What do you think is the biggest challenge facing strategy consultants today? I believe one of the biggest challenges facing strategy consultants today is the rapid pace of technological change. Clients are increasingly looking for strategies that incorporate digital transformation and data analytics. As consultants, we must stay ahead of these trends and continuously adapt our methodologies to provide relevant insights. This requires ongoing learning and a proactive approach to understanding emerging technologies and their implications for various industries. How do you handle tight deadlines and pressure in a consulting environment? I thrive under pressure and view tight deadlines as an opportunity to demonstrate my organizational skills and focus. When faced with a challenging timeline, I prioritize tasks based on their impact and urgency. I also communicate openly with my team and stakeholders to set realistic expectations. For example, during a recent project, we had to deliver a comprehensive market analysis in just 2 weeks. I broke the project into manageable phases, delegated tasks effectively, and held daily check-ins to ensure we stayed on track. This approach not only helped us meet the deadline, but also maintain the quality of our work. What role does teamwork play in your consulting approach? Teamwork is essential in consulting, as diverse perspectives lead to more innovative solutions. I believe in fostering an inclusive environment where all team members feel valued and encouraged to share their ideas. In a recent project, I led a cross-functional team where we combined insights from marketing, finance, and operations to develop a comprehensive growth strategy. By leveraging each member's expertise, we created a robust plan that addressed multiple facets of the business, ultimately leading to a successful implementation. What is your understanding of the current trends in strategy consulting? Currently, one of the most significant trends in strategy consulting is the integration of advanced analytics and artificial intelligence into decision-making processes. Clients are increasingly looking for data-driven insights to guide their strategies. Additionally, sustainability and corporate social responsibility are becoming central to many organizations' strategic goals. As a consultant, I stay updated on these trends through continuous learning and by engaging with industry thought leaders, ensuring that I can provide relevant and forward-thinking advice to my clients.